This day, 835, Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If I can sponsor upcoming share more of Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please kindly directly be very greatly appreciated. Today is Siman Tav Kuf Chav Zayin Lamed Dalet to Tav Kuf Chav Tes Aleph. Lamed Dalet. News Daiti, ain't the Dimin Lam Yishloi Niacheu Tav Shilin. It's not comparable to somebody who didn't leave an Erev Tav Shilin. Somebody who's fasting on Yontif that he should not be able to cook for others. The Minat Torah ain't l'bashal b'yontif Yontif Shabbos. Either you should not cook from Yontif to Shabbos. Ilav mitam hoil. Let's see what the reason of hoil. Ho v'tiknu chachamim. Ilav mitam hoil v'tiknu Rabbanan Erev Tav Shilin. And Rabbanan made Erev Tav Shilin to make hoil effective, so to speak, or to ensure that put a safeguard in hoil. I feel you mean a third Shabbos Nasim Yontiv. Even if you rise to Torah Shabbos can be performed on Yontiv, become Rabbanan also below Tav Shilin. Rabbanan banned this without a Tav Shilin. Have a Yontiv, Haitira Torah Levashel Velos, but Yontiv it's mutter to cook and to bake. Then you have a cold, and for this purpose, it's like a weekday. Lamatir Rabbanan Shizil says the Tikkun. I haven't found the Rabbanan required some sort of Tikkun to cook and to bake on Yontiv. He came out mash misanis. What do we care if he's fasting? The day is the day in which it's permitted to cook and to bake. Maybe you'll have a problem because it says only it will be due. Only it will be made for you. Well, that's what he says. So as to say, if it's only not, it has to be for you. If you can't do it for yourself, you can't do it for others. You can't make your own drushes in the pasuk. But the came in only drush lachem lo gaba. If that's the case, also why we darshan for you and not for gaba lachem lo lema for you and not for an animal? It's a drusha zu. You need it ready for this drusha. Yishmisana also lasos. That's how it is for fasting. It's also to prepare for Shabbos with tzarich and gadol. This requires great analysis. Mr. Brewer writes that therefore, there are those who are question the din of the Ramah in and of itself, and therefore Yontif rejects the Shabbos, and if he doesn't have others who could cook for him, he is allowed to cook for himself. And a woman who is fasting, who is a servant, also can cook for the Baal Bais. Okay, so I guess they reject the Ramah, who says that the Saniyat of Asabasho rejecting the entire din of the Ramah. Okay, I don't know anybody who fasts on Yontif, so I'm not sure how pertinent this halacha is. Forgot to leave Erev Tav Shilin. He needs to Erev Shabbos to come to the Shabbos. He remembers Erev Shabbos before the morning meal. You should cook a lot of stuff in one pot for Yontif. Shabbos is definitely left Shabbos. In one pot, you're allowed to cook your morning need for Yontif. Like he wrote, I feel home, but you're even allowed to cook for a weekday under such circumstances. Came mutar about shall come there's the chobi yontiv. We cook there lo stilu Shabbos. So you have to cook several pots and eat yontiv a bit of each pot, and to leave over for Shabbos. She says even if you only cook them for Shabbos, and only to be matir, you only be matir that you're cooking a little bit. You're using a little bit of each pot for yontiv. Still, it's okay. But that's only if it's different types of food. If it's one type of food, then you can't distribute it among several pots, which makes sense. If you need to get around to eating of one of the types of food, it's not a problem. Since the time it was cooking, he only had in mind to eat part of it today. Was analogous to Mishnah Pasha B'Yontzef. Kama cholim, so he's cooking out of several dishes, and then doesn't want to eat one dish, and we're going to eat it because he cooked it, force it down his throat. But here too is the same thing. Actually, it can't be too use a too great a loophole. Which he defines as because the time he's cooking, he doesn't have in mind to eat from this pot at all. Mishabura is much more machmir because on the base mayor argues and holds that since his primary cooking is for tomorrow, uh, I, I guess he should be machmir. So I guess it means that um, if you have in mind, I guess it means that you really should make sure to eat from each every type. That's what it means to be machmir, to make sure to eat from each every type something at yontif. The first days were the Tuesday yontif. The Thursday and Friday was shachach, and he forgot for lawyer. He didn't make an erev. This could be we should remember it on Sunday. Uh, um, no, by Yom. Boy, I'm slow today. On the first day. Yimu Rosh Hashanah, Emil at night. She's more of a sure that tonight is about to suggest. The stipulation is about to suggest it's not, it won't be effective. It's like one long day. You pass out Sukkot, tonight. But, say it's a Sukkot, not sure it doesn't mention Shavuos. Maybe it doesn't come out that way. Okay, it does. I don't remember. In Pesach Sukkos Yochel Asos Erev, but Yom HaTanai can make the Erev today conditionally. Kach Erev Tavshin, be able to take the Erev Tavshin in your hand. The Yom says, Ima Yom Kodesh Lo Chol. If today is holy and tomorrow is a weekday, Hare Ein Tzarich Yo Erev. I don't need an Erev. Ein B'Dvarei Klum. What I'm saying now is meaningless. Ima Yom Chol Machar Kodesh. Today is a weekday and tomorrow is a holy. And Ima Erev. This is my Erev. Or the Eruv Chulei. This Erev, etc. Machar Ein Tzarich Mar Klum. Next thing, I don't say anything. Manam Shach. Not how you look at it. Was the next, if yesterday was weekday, your master made the Erev the previous day. And today, the second day, is a weekday. I mean, it's not a require an Erev. It's clear that you should leave from your food, in other words, that you already have, for the purpose of the Erev. Also come from. It's obviously also to cook in order to make a yont on yont in order to make an eruv. Usually, Shema those say the meaning dafka davar she's bashme esmo, as we typically something which was cooked from yesterday. Shas chola at erev yontiv. The beginning was erev yontiv. Yichud dvarav was rejected. Came the marriage about tonight, so to make a conditional eruv. Mimela dahave hayom erev yontiv. Today is erev yontiv. This will be your condition. I'm a Zayin. With the year that I use the 80 borrow. Seems to be clear. The Ma'ariv al tonight, something makes an error based on this condition. And it's a levarich. He should not, doesn't make a bracha. The Yomer at tonight, he bought in a aruva. Not the ain't tzarich levarich. I guess it really means you shouldn't make a bracha. Just say tonight with ain't a aruva. Avarich yefshar. Can't make a bracha because it's a paradox. The eich yivarich Yomer imayom kodesh. How can we say if today is kodesh? Ain't b'varich klum. And it seems meaningless. He said that bracha b'atola. So the bracha is a bracha l'batola. Maybe you'll say, what's chachamim? Make a bracha. Make a bracha. Even on this condition. No. This is not a fixed takana. This is a b'diavad. The Misha what's about tonight, it's well, it's a taka. It's Misha Shach. It's the same forgot. Misha Erev now wants to make an Erev condition. He's already takana kavod should make chazal should make. Is this the takana kavod, the fixed takana of chazal that we should make a bracha on it? Yes, should make a bracha. Magen Avraham says he's supposed to make a bracha. He says like Baruch Shein to a bracha to me. It's clear. Don't require bracha. They would say again. It means that you should make a bracha. That's like Avodim should pasuk in the baruch. That's one of the Gra pasuk not to make a bracha. No, it's not the Gra. It's what we give Ager. It says here. And then the Marita Gazi, and Chen Ichaladina, and that is the primary halacha. Which brings down both opinions, which sounds like he doesn't pass him, but certainly Safek Brachas L'chumra. Namaches, Chayetzim Selling at first is Trumas. The same thing is true about taking off Truma, which is of course again Eretz Yisrael. So also we have it's also in the other front of Shtei Kakol Shel Tevel He had two baskets of table in front of him, Yontif Rishon, and first Yontif Omer says, Ima Yom Chol, if today's the week that he has a Truma, there should be Truma. Ima Yom Kodesh, today's the holiday, aim before I klum, whenever it says Milas, Kori Hashem, Minicha, leave, designate the Truma and leave it. Machor Omer, and the next they say Ima Yom Kodesh. If today is Kodesh, aim before I klum, what I'm about to say is Milas. Yom Chol, today's a weekday, today's the Truma, Al Zu. This should be Truma on this. The Kori Hashem, designate it, but the second one. For do it that's a Ramazan, there was an Anazah shown a Kim the Yarcha, Lo Mait Nai, B'Shum Eir, B'Shum Davar. Rambam says now, since now we know what they call it, which is called, we can't make a condition. Knowing which days called makes it worse. But still we keep it as Yotiv, because Minag Rambam saying to be Yodenu. It's like a Vada Yotiv, it's not a suffix anymore. So, Poskin not accept as you. The Atum Shadin Hashem Kodesh Mikra Gora, because it seems paradoxical, because we know we day is holy, it makes it worse. Which one could argue on that. But Lechena Kamata Anudogim today we also make an condition, every on condition. I'm a test. Because around Perk Vav Din Yud. I'm right, some of you did not make an Erev Tavshilin. Uvishavafani cooked and baked Lebo Bayom for that day, for you have to Sira any leftover, or Shizim Archim, or invited guests, Lebo didn't come. I raised Ocha and Oslo Mark and eat the leftover tomorrow. I raised the Oslo Chol if you made a trick, a ruse, it's also to eat it. Bishop writes that for other people it's mutar motzei yontiv immediately. To him and to the members of his household, Baltani wants to ask him forever. And Moshe it's only us until motzei Shabbos, and you shouldn't be don't make in the hands of somebody's maker, which means don't have to be mocha. Don't protest somebody's maker, which I guess not going to help very much. Maker only seems to be maker motzei Shabbos. Piece of Shabbos ain't osrim olav. If he violated outright and he baked or cooked for Shabbos, then it's not also on Shabbos. If he has other cooked dishes, this halacha is not true. Perhaps he says machlekes. Perhaps in that case, we're machmir because he has what to eat anyway. So it says Arukh HaShulchan, also amarim, also amazing. Why are you more machmir than the person who tried to pull a trick, and now the person who was deliberate? Shim tatel amarim, you're going to allow it for the person who tried to pull a trick. Everyone always make tricks. And the concept of Tavshilin will be rendered extinct. I've amazing animosity, but to deliberately violate, that's not prevalent. Even if he violates today, it's not necessarily going to violate another time. Pierre Loco says, but the Basin should fine him for what he did. It should punish him somehow. I can't show him. Actually, it's quote from the Rambam. I said the Arukh HaShulchan, it's all quote from the Rambam. Because the Torah also Siemens that the Torah writes something similar. Utam is according to this reasoning in Bishop B'Shogeg, if you cook inadvertently, I only say we should be not here. If you allow it, Yom Ko Shogim Anachnu Marim. Everyone say, I don't know, I did B'Shogeg. But the Messiation is over again. It goes all that way. Rabbeinu Hamakos have Gam Shogeg Shalom Mazin. Rambam says no, Shogeg is like Mazin. MS Kenu. Arukh endorses this position. To make a trick, it's something which is light in people's eyes. They come to be make tricks. Amazing. Enoch showed Shumbai Soshas amazing. Yeah, that's true. But what about Shogi again? I'm not sure. We're not worried about anybody doing something amazing. He's not in the most position by amazing, but I don't know what that's doing Shogi. Okay. Be as it make. Obviously, all Shogi is also okay. Tav Kuf Chav Ches. Din Erev the really Chatzeus Erev Tchumen. Erev Chatzeus and Erev Tchumen. Yontif. Yontif ain't Tzarech Erev Chatzeus. Yontif will not require Erev. Does not require Erev Chatzeus to shoot him in voice. And doesn't require you to do him votes either. Because you're allowed to carry on Yontif. even those that say it's appropriate to make Erev Chatzei Sos Yontif, Tatel Dover, Shemo Tzorach Cloud, for carry some which has no purpose whatsoever. We're not seeing tough go for Ches, Ain't a Mina Kain. It's not the custom. Erev Pesach, we should make Erev Kol Shana. On Erev Pesach, we make the Erev for the entire year. You're already let's kill Gam Yontif. Also put Yontif, which goes out the shop. It wrote there. You Rashi Erev Yontif, Mo Gam Shabbos. Left an Erev for Yontif. It's also works for Shabbos. Moshe says obviously if the Erev is still intact when Shabbos comes. Aber Eruv Tchum Tzorich Yontif when Shabbos. Erev Tchum you need for Yontif just like for Shabbos. Sorry. Aber Erev Tchum Tzorich Yontif Gam B'Kom Shabbos. Leil Sim Tov K'Tub Zayin. These Bar B'Tchum Yontif has some of Shabbos. It was clarified in Tchum. Yontif adjacent to Shabbos. Ech Dino in Tzorich L'Arev Al Shneim. What the halacha is, you have to make an Erev on both, but Dafka, specifically, Imlav or not. There's a chumrah for the Chazon Ish, which I recall from years ago. I don't know where it is inside offhand, if it is, but not to carry even Chol HaMoed, things which are not Litzorech Klal, because Chol HaMoed is the only mutter into Malacha, which is Litzorech. It's not Litzorech into Malacha Chol HaMoed. So therefore, the Erev Chatzeros would be effective and necessary even for Chol HaMoed. Of course, Tchum doesn't apply in Chol HaMoed. It's interesting. But evidently, Chazon Ish does apply. Chol HaMoed. Okay. Beis. Yom Shchalios Be'er Shabbos. A Yom Tov which takes place in Erev Shabbos. Ein ma'avarvin lo bo lo Erev Chatzeros Erev Tchumen. Can't make the Eruvin on Shabbos, on Yom Tov. The Mexican was talking about looks like you're fixing. Yesh Yotzel Omar. Those who want to say the Meniach Erev Tavshilin Mutar, if you left Erev Tavshilin, it's okay. She called Tzorech Shabbos as Yokos, or then all Tzorech Shabbos can be done on Yom Tov, including the Eruvin. As that goes, Ashri. Yeshua those argue that. It's the Ran. They ain't saying Erev Tavshilin, this Erev Tavshilin doesn't have any effect on these activities. Chemazak Rabbeinu Ramah, that you can't do it. But of course, as I said previously, you can make it tonight over the course of the 2 days of Yom Tov Sheni. So Chamish and Shishu, and they perform on Thursday and Friday. He's going to remember the first day of Yom Tov. Katanai, Shevet Tavshil, the condition Erev Tavshil we mentioned earlier. Zeb Erev Chatzeros, that's Erev Chatzeros. Aber Erev Tchum Gam B'Tnai also, even if you're making additionally, it's also Zel Kekona Beis Moshe B'Yom. It's like acquiring a house, a residence, and Yom Tov also, and therefore it's forbidden. Mishal writes that from Yom Tov to Shabbos, tonight doesn't work even B'Diavad. The 2 days of Yom Tov works B'Diavad. We're going to make an Erev. I have no idea what he's referring to here. Erev Tchumen says, okay, for Yom Tov to Shabbos, the night doesn't work, right? Oh, and you shouldn't do it on Yom Tov, like Arshun said. But if you did it, the Erev Tchumen does work. Okay, because you shouldn't be called a Shvisa on Yom Tov, but if you did, you did. Tav Kuf Chav Test. Dine Simchas Yom Tov Chetzel Hashem Chetzel Hashem. Laws of enjoying of happiness on Yom Tov. Chetzel Hashem Chetzel Hashem. God of Chesed Ram and Perek Vav Din Tez Zayin. Change mitzvah Chabad Shabbos Lan Kodesh, just like mitzvah to give honor to Shabbos and to enjoy it. Kach Kol Yom Tov. So it's through All Yom Tov. Shneimel Kadosh Hashem B'Chubad. That which is holy Hashem should be distinguished. All Yom Tovim Nemar Behem Mikra Kodesh. And all Yom Tovim are called Mikra Kodesh. They're Kodesh. The Kvarglianu about Kibbutz Ve'Oneg B'Chol Shabbos ready to explain the honoring and enjoying Shabbos. But it's similarly, a person should not make a Seudah on Erev Yontif after Mincha. When Erev Shabbos, like Erev Shabbos, that's part of honoring Yontif. The Allah says even half an hour before Mincha Ketana, which is from 9 hours and beyond, you shouldn't make a Seudah. Not simply from Mincha Ketana itself. Anybody who degrades Yom Tovim, it's as if he attached it to Avodah Zarah. How can I quote from the Rambam? Psachim Darshal Mikrai, the Psachim from Psukim. It says, it says, don't make for yourself gods of images. Jason that it says, it's preserve the holiday of Pesach. From third paragraph, it says, person that degrades Yom Tovim has no portion worth to come. Avadi but no appears to feel Cholamoid. It's true even about Cholamoid. Uh, Later on, in the next simon, evidently there's going to be discussion of Simcha and Cholamoid. Va'ina mishum yisoid ha'Torah omedet tziyas Mitzrayim. It's because the foundation Torah is the exodus from Egypt. When he's gala, when God's power and strength were revealed, so to speak. Vashgachaso Yisbarach, and his also was revealed upon to us his divine providence upon us, and these same flow show Soimono, and the miracles and wonders he made with us. Chamadim and Zechli Tzias Mitzrayim, and all the Yontayim are Zechli Tzias Mitzrayim. So the advise of them would be a big problem.